Hey, welcome to day 26 of the Amazon 10K challenge, where we take a product from $0, not knowing what we're going to sell, all the way to $10,000 a month, fully transparently, so you can copy along at home step by step and achieve the same results. Get that $10,000 a month for yourself and get that financial freedom that you really want and deserve. So once again, this is day 26. If you haven't seen the first 25 days, go ahead and check them out and meet me back here. We went over some really important stuff like finding our product. We are selling a scratch map together. We improved the product. We made it nice and big. We made it beautiful and colorful. We got some easy scratch technology on there. We found our supplier together and we got our 500 units sourced. Created our listing. We made sure that was fully optimized. We got the SEO on there, which we'll be going through today. And then we also are in the middle of the launch. Once again, our launch is a little bit slower than I would like because we are waiting on one seller feedback, which should come in tomorrow. I've been in touch with one of our buyers who said they'll leave us some seller feedback tomorrow, which means we can really accelerate this launch and get that snowball moving. But we have been preparing for that. We've been setting up Instagram accounts, Facebook accounts. We got our ads running in the background. We're midway through our launch, so we'll be jumping into that in this video, and I'll be showing you a couple of really important mindsets. I'd say today is one of the most important videos to watch, especially if you are going to be launching your product soon within the next 2 or 3 months, because I'm going to show you how you're going to get 85% of your sales. So definitely tune in and make sure you pay attention today. We're here on our investment sheet, so it's not expenses, but it's investments because we're investing in our future. We're paying $4,000 now to make $4,000 every single month. If you have a lower than $4,000 budget, totally fine. If you have a $1,000 budget, totally fine. You'll be earning a little bit less, but you'll be making $1,000 every month. It's an easy way, Amazon FBA, to get a great return on whatever investment that you have. So if you had $40,000, it'd be super easy to get $40,000 a month if you use these launch strategies and the strategies that are in the masterclass. So we're currently spending on ads. We're still at $3,679. We have a little over $300 to spend on our launch, and I'll be going through how to spend that in the next couple of videos. What I want to do before we jump into today's video, make sure you're part of our Facebook group. As soon as we hit that 1,000 members, we are 8 members away. I'm going to be giving away 10 free coaching sessions. So you have to be in the group in order to win. And I'll be updating the details in the group as soon as we hit that 1,000 mark. We're also all here helping each other out. So definitely get over there and make sure you become part of this community and find friends and find everyone who is trying to achieve that financial freedom and taking the same steps. And it makes the process a lot more fun. If you haven't got the Amazon FBA Masterclass yet, this is everything I know in launching over 12 products successfully on Amazon, 12 profitable products. I've downloaded it, spent 30 days in Bali with Evan, renting a studio and putting this all into this course for you so you can have all the lessons that we learned from our successes and our failures, where we overspent on ads, where we sourced products that we should have sourced different products for. We go through every single mistake we made so you don't have to make the mistake, and we give you 100% clarity around launching a product. I don't know if you can see when I'm launching this product, but I am confident and certain in every action because I've done it so many times before. And if you want that same clarity and certainty, get yourself a copy of the masterclass. There's a $200 discount in the description. There's a coupon code you can throw in there and save yourself $200 and have that certainty and clarity so you can take these steps with confidence toward your financial freedom. So today's going to be an interesting one. Like I said, it's one of my favorite concepts. I whipped up a really quick rough graphic to explain it, but let's jump in and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Don't miss out on this. We are giving away an Amazon product idea that I personally found that will make you over $5,000 every month, $1,000 of PayPal cash to buy your stock, and a fast-track Amazon FBA coaching session to ensure that you launch your product perfectly. To win, all you need to do is subscribe, turn on post notifications, and comment below why you want to start an Amazon FBA business. Enter now, then let's jump into this video. Awesome. Before we jump in, if you could give me a thumbs up if you've been enjoying this series, super appreciated. The series is getting bigger and bigger, and we're getting more people in our community because you are helping spread this video further. So thank you for the thumbs up. Today is going to be awesome. I'm actually a little bit excited in teaching this because I feel like we're the only ones who teach this mindset and this strategy because I have never seen it before. I've taken at least 5 or 6 Amazon courses, which are very high ticket courses, up to $3,000 to $5,000 courses I've paid for with my own money, and no one is teaching this. And this is where I've earned most of my success from in terms of revenue on Amazon. And this is where I can see other people are making their money from, but they don't realize that this is how they are actually making their money. They think it's something totally different. So I don't want to give it away yet. So let's jump into this video slowly, and I will reveal to you what it is that no one else is teaching. And it's really, really important for you to know, because it's going to give you that edge over all your competitors who don't understand this, who have taken other courses. So today we have 15 sales. We jump over here, we're at to 15 sales, $360 of revenue. You can see Amazon is still loading it all up here, but this is our next payout. This also takes away the ads money up here. So this is post ads, but we don't have all of the sales in here yet. So you can see we're actually doing okay because we haven't actually launched anything yet. I'd say we're about 5 to 10% deep in our launch. We've got about 90% to go. A big heavy tail we're going to swing around and really push these sales and get rid of these 500 units as quickly as possible, get that reorder in, and have a really solid listing. But we have 15 sales. Our bestseller rank was 32,000. Let's have a look together. Where are we? Mr. Odyssey Map is our brand. You can see we got another review came in, which was cool. This is a verified purchase this time. You can see down here it says verified purchased, so it was left yesterday, or I guess today in the US, January 5th, which is good. That's going to really help us with our conversion. And if you're worried about reviews, we're going to give this a review kick after the launch product phase, or midway through actually. It's sort of like symbiotic, but I don't want to touch on it now to take away from this launch because I'm teaching you so much here. I don't want to throw in a whole lot of extra info without it being necessary. The advice I'd give you now is don't stress about reviews. Reviews are going to come organically. You can see we've already got 2, even though one of them is not a verified review, but they're not going to be too big of a factor on your conversion. They'll definitely help long term, but don't stress about reviews. I'm going to give you a lot of strategies to get an amazing amount of reviews, more than you need. But right now we're just going to sit back and let the reviews come in organically. What I wanted to show you was the bestseller ranking. So this app is called Keepa, Keepa. It went down to 21,000 here, all the way back up to 61,000. You can see it's up and down within the day. And we're back down to about 30 to 35,000. You can see we've been up 6 days now. And we've sold 15 products. Again, nowhere near the amount we're going to sell as soon as we get those discount codes in. So everybody get excited for that, because I'm excited to actually start moving these units. What I wanted to show you though is our SEO ranks have gone up. So if you don't know what these are, you're not familiar with this page, definitely go back and watch the other videos before this where I explain everything, because this is also a super important concept to be able to track and see what's doing well for your product. But basically these are our keywords at the top: scratch map, scratch off map of the world, large scratch off map. These are the pages that they come up. So the search result, the search engine optimized result. So for scratch map, we are now coming up on the 8th page. So scratch map, and then we can just do all departments, and we can click that little magnifying glass. Let's see, because I bounced around this a little bit earlier today. Let's hope that we are still on the 8th page, so it's easy to find. We're on the middle. Yeah, there we are. So we are on the 8th page for scratch map, which is a pretty big keyword, and we're doing well because we came down from 16th, which is good. And again, it's diminishing returns. It's going to get harder and harder to climb, but we are making moves for only 15 sales. That's an actually impressive amount of pages that we're climbing, which means our listing is really well optimized and our ads are helping us jump up those rankings. So scratch off map of the world, we're actually on page 5 for, and this is the biggest keyword, and you know that, scratch off, because when you type in scratch and in space, this ranks by popularity, or the most search, and the most search is scratch off map of the world. So it's bigger than scratch map in all departments. What were we? Page 5. Page 5 in the middle. The M on there is for middle, top or bottom, because once we get up to the top 2 pages, it's going to be, we can't be like, oh, we're on page 2, we're still on page 2. We're going to be on page 2 for a while. So it's going to be bottom, middle, top, and then page 1, bottom, middle, top. So page 5, let's go find us. Where are we? No, we've moved. Have we moved backwards or forwards, or have we disappeared? Let's have a look at page 6. I'm going to go back 2 and forward 2, and otherwise market has disappeared. Alright, so it's not page 7. Let's go back to page 4. Because sometimes it... Oh, did I click that? No, I didn't. Sometimes they do disappear when they're changing. For example, if I'm bouncing from page 5 to page 4, for some reason, sometimes Amazon... it disappears from Amazon for a little bit and then bounces back onto page 4 after, say, an hour, 2 hours, or a day even. Yeah, so we're not there. So I'm going to say, I mean, we're not tracking it right now, but I just put a dash like we did put a dash up here when this one disappeared. This is the one I wanted to show you. Large scratch off map. We're actually on the bottom of page 1, which is really, really cool. So large scratch off world map, scratch off map. So there are some bigger keywords, and it does sort them weirdly. I've never seen this sort of pictured search results, but you can see here we are down here, and I'm really enjoying our picture here because I think it really does catch your eye and stand out with those colors. It's a little bit cleaner. It's a nice angle it's on. So I think our photo is great, and that's going to be helping our ranking, and I'm going to get into that in just a second. But what I wanted to show you is that we have climbed a long way from 9 sales to 15 sales, even though our seller rank is going down because these sales have been slow over time when they were faster over time for the 9, so it's a higher rank. We are still climbing the SEO rank because our listing is well optimized, and we went through that together. We're running the ads, which is awesome, and there's a couple other things that we're doing, and I'm about to jump into that. But before I do, I want to show you this graphic. So this is a really, really important graphic that I whipped up over there on the couch with a smile on my face because I'm like, yeah, this is going to help you succeed really well. This is what people are not teaching, and this is what you need to know in order to have the right mindset when launching your product to get as many sales as possible. So there's 2 strategies or 2 avenues for you to receive product sales on. This little icon right here, this is supposed to be SEO or listing results. So when I type in, like we just did, our main keyword, scratch off map of the world was our main keyword. These are our listing results. So these are ads. It says sponsored, 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 and then these are not ads. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We could work out what rank we are. We're on page 8 or we're on page 5 or wherever we are for this. You can work out exactly what rank we are. We won't be paid rank like 110. That is one way for people to discover your products. The other way is the product web that I've been talking about, and we'll jump into that in a second. What goes into search results, or why we are climbing these search results so quickly or pretty quickly, even though we're not having a lot of sales, is a few things. So really quickly to go through these. Number 1 is sales. The amount of sales we're making, the more Amazon are going to think that our product is popular, the more it's going to move it up the search results to the top, because the top are the ones that get the most seen, obviously. The second one is conversion. Amazon, for example, this little icon right here, they have 1, 2, 3, 4 listing spaces. And the top one is the most seen, the second one's the second most seen, third most seen, and fourth is fourth most seen. For Amazon to be smart, they're going to want to put their highest converting product at the top. Because if it was at the bottom, less people would see it, therefore they'd get less overall purchases, because the lowest converting products are at the top, and people are going to view them and convert less, and Amazon's going to make less money. So the higher converting pages, the better your listing is, the more people click on it and then push buy. And I'll show you how to find all that data in the back end. But the more people who are converting and the higher conversion rate you have, the higher you're going to be ranking. On-page SEO, so that is what we went through, which is the back-end keyword, which is the title, which is the dot points, the description. We've been through all that in the listing product, the create listing phase. So if you don't remember that, go back and watch that. That's all the on-page SEO we did, and we have really deep lectures on that inside the masterclass if you want the advanced training on that. The clicks are how many people are going to search, for example, like we did, scratch off map of the world, and then where's landmass? Here we go, landmass. So landmass gets a click. Amazon put that data point as someone searched this term, and then they were interested in landmasses map. Therefore, this listing interests people who are searching this word. Therefore, they're going to move it up the charts more. So up these SEO listings more. And then the last main factor, there's going to be lots of other little factors, but the last main factor is customers also bought or customers also viewed. For example, if I'm on landmass goods and this is ranking high for scratch off map of the world, I typed in scratch off map of the world and then I went landmass goods. This is a cool map. Oh, what else is down here? Wait, there's a map over here. It's a deluxe map. It's innovative map. That's cool. That's a lot better. That's the one I want. Add to cart. Then we're going to be climbing the search engine result because we typed in that keyword and we ended up buying this product through a related product. We're going to be boosted up the search engine. The most important thing about this though is you can understand how it works and you can understand how to get up those SEO, how you can climb that SEO ladder. SEO being search engine optimization. The most important thing is what percentage of your sales are actually going to come from SEO compared to product web, which I'll jump into in just a second. And you can have a guess right now. I think I may have revealed it at the start of this video, but about 15% of your sales are going to come through the SEO. Someone's going to type in a scratch off map, push enter, and then click on your product. Only about 15% of your sales, I estimate, are going to come through that SEO. And it's evident in this example. It's been evident in all my products and all my friends' products. But we actually ranked on page 1 for large scratch off map. We're ranked on page 5, page 8. These ones probably not getting too much traffic, but we're definitely ranking pretty high for a lot of keywords. Or for a few keywords, should I say, a couple page 1s, but we've only got 15 sales. We're not actually getting that many people to click on our product because that's not how you get a lot of sales, and that's why we haven't sold 100 products already, and we will be selling 100 products once we optimize our product web. But this is the thing that people don't teach, and the thing that's really, really important to understand is your product web is what's going to sell you lots and lots of products, and you're going to see this. You can listen to the theory now and you're like, okay, that makes sense, but over the next week or 2 weeks, as soon as we start working on this product web, you're going to see huge results in our sales. And it's all going to come together and make sense. So this product web, if you don't understand what it is, I went through this in a video. I'm not sure what day it was. Go back and watch everything because it's all really important information. This is your product web down here, what we just went through. So that's an ad up here. But customers who bought this item also bought. And then on some listings, it's customers who viewed this item also viewed, or something to go along those lines. But basically, if we go back to this web, you start as a single listing. You start like, okay, we've listed a scratch map. If we go back to our listing, we've listed a scratch map. Cool. We are there by ourselves because no one has. So customers who view this item also viewed as the other one, and that's for things like us who have less purchases, because we've only got 15 purchases. This is not going to be full because there's not a lot of people who bought our item and who are also buying other stuff. So we got viewed at the moment, but this will switch for buy pretty soon. You can see customers also shop for is another way to get the web out there. But this is going to be 85% of the sales are going to come up in these webs. The other way to get the web, which is a little bit too advanced for this, but again, it's all in the masterclass, is coming through email. So Amazon will recommend products to people on email based on their shopping trends. That's another way to get the web out there, and that's why this percentage is so high, this 85%. You start as a lone listing. And then, for example, someone buys my product who's also bought Landmass's product, or Landmass is probably a big fish at the moment, but who's also bought another smaller map, or who's bought a travel watch or something else in the travel niche. And all of a sudden, our listing will pop up over there on their listing. We'll get that real estate in that advertising space. And say that person's got 100 people viewing their listing a day, and then 5% of them see our map, they see our awesome photo that we worked hard on, and they come over. We're getting 5 people from this listing coming over back to our original listing every single day. But then you multiply it, because say you get, we've got 15 sales, so I'm not going to do this 15 times exactly, but you can get the message. I'll do 5, and then we can just mentally times it by by 3. But then we're getting, say, 5 person here, 5 people here, 5 people here, 5 people here, 5 people here. We're getting 25 people times 3. So we're getting 75 people a day seeing our listing on that real estate and coming back to our listing from it. And then people buy our map. These people who are coming back through it, those 5 people a day who are coming back and viewing it, whatever else they also viewed, and they're going to be viewing stuff in the travel niche if they're interested in that map, they're going to show up on their listings too. And we're probably a little bit too young to start showing up on too many listings, which is why our sales haven't really taken off yet. But if we went to a really new map, we'd probably be on a couple of people's customers also viewed. But as we start to populate and get our web out there and start to get those sales, I'll start to show you where we're coming up so you can track it. But basically, the people who are coming through, say, this dot here, 5 people a day, one of them buys our product, and all of a sudden, whatever that guy had also bought, that's the wrong button. Whatever that guy had also bought, we are now getting real estate there. And we're making this huge, huge web to the point where we can get thousands or tens of thousands of views on a day on our listing by expanding this web out. And this is a super, super important concept to be aware of, because nobody else is teaching this. Nobody else understands this. Everyone's like, oh, what page are you ranked on? Oh, how's your page rank going? How's your SEO? Make sure you got the keywords back there. But it's not what is going to make you financially free. It is getting the sales and the initial momentum. And that's why the snowball is so effective. The snowball strategy of getting bigger and bigger, more and more sales. I showed you the Amazon sales success cycle. Again, go back and refresh your memory on these concepts. It's all in the course too, all ordered and structured in the masterclass. And it goes deeper and deeper and explains these concepts in more detail if you need that extra clarity and confidence around it. But what you need to know and what you need to realize and have in the back of your head as we start to get more sales and get that snowball cycling out of control, bigger and bigger, is that we're going to get 85% of our sales from this web. And how we're going to do that is sales, initial sales momentum, which we've been through a few times. And if we've got it, FBA challenge, this one here, these are going to be the funnels funneling into our products. Similar how our web funnels into our product, we're going to have these third-party platforms with millions of people on there. We're going to be targeting our people, funneling it back to our product, and building those sales momentum. And then customers also bought, customers also viewed are going to come organically from that once we get that traffic back. So that's why we're focusing on sales. The other thing to focus on is on reviews, and I'll teach you that in the upcoming lectures. But that's today's video. It's sort of a mental strategy one. We're going to get into a lot more practical content over the next week as soon as we get that seller feedback. And if you have a brand new Amazon account like I do, because I set this one up for just to sell this product, and you can see we have no customer feedback. We go campaign coupons. We need a 3.5 seller feedback, not a product feedback. We got 5 stars product feedback. I've closed the listing. We've got 2 reviews, remember, but we need them to leave it for the seller. So I've reached out to people who have left me product feedback, and they're going to be now leaving me seller feedback as well over the next day, so we can get started on that. And to go over why that's important again, because I know I've covered it a couple of times, there's my thumbnail for the video, is basically we're going to be getting, low on battery, people from Instagram, for example, over to our map. We're going to run ads, we're going to run shout outs, we're going to run organic funnels on them. And for them to convert to buying this map, if we offered, for example, a 33% discount on the map in one situation, and in the other situation we offered the map at full price, on the shout outs, on the organic funnel, on the paid ads that we're going to be running, if we're like, hey, you can get this awesome map for 33% off, obviously we put more copy in there, and I'll show you how to do that, we're going to get a lot more sales than if we offered, hey, you can get this map at full price that it's always sits at. You can come back anytime and get this map at this price, so no rush, there's no urgency, there's no scarcity. We need these coupons in order to convert those people with these 6 funnels, and we'll be going through these 4 funnels together. I have so much to teach you as well, and I'm excited to keep this series going for as long as we're getting interest in it. there's so much to teach you that I actually can't put it all here, and that's why we do have the masterclass, which is over 12 hours of content. And if you don't have the masterclass yet, but you're trying to launch a product, go and get the masterclass, because it's going to give you that clarity that you need, that confidence, that certainty, and all the right mindsets, all the right specific strategies. We have a strategy on there I've mentioned a couple of times that's called the golden email, and it's gonna 5 to 10 times the amount of 5-star reviews you get for your product. So I got over 400 reviews in about 2 months, maybe even 1 to 2 months, using this strategy. It's a very, very simple strategy. We give you all the templates to do it, and you will never ever worry about reviews again. That's inside the masterclass, and I promise that people inside the masterclass, I'm not going to be mentioning in this series. So definitely grab yourself a copy. The link is in the description to save $200. If you have any questions, because we are sort of getting to the point where it's been a very narrow road. This is how you find a product. This is how you source a product. This is how you do this. There's so many options, and I can't address them all. If you have any specific recommendations or specific queries, definitely comment there below. I definitely read those comments. I read all of them and make sure that I'm on the right track and you're liking what I'm putting out. So I like to work with you, because this series is not for me. I don't need this money. However much money we are making, I'm launching this map to show you exactly how you can make this money and you can get this financial freedom. So this series is for you. The course is for you. So let me know what you want to see, and then I can give it to you. So thanks so much for tuning in. It's great to be on this journey with you, and I'll see you tomorrow.